let's talk about some stuff that's on my mind. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all new subscribers, and please, if you haven't already, please share one of my videos at least with somebody else who you know that might be interested. I would love to get my subscriber count up to 1,000. If I never do, I never do, but I'm getting a lot closer now. I'm approaching 600, and if anybody would be obliged to share me with anybody else and get me to 1,000, that would be awesome. I don't know why I want to attain that goal. Yes, I would like to get monetized, but I know, with the way I am and the way my mouth is, it wouldn't last long probably. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. But if I get there and I can stay out of trouble, then perhaps I can start to earn a little income from YouTube. Who knows? Who knows how long it's going to be before everything goes down and YouTube is no more, because we know that one of these days there will be the end of the internet. But it's kind of what I was wanting to talk to you about, was timelines. So because we don't know how long it's going to take for everything to shake out, we have to prepare for long term, and we have to continue to live our life, some semblance of a life. No, you might not be jetting off to Vegas and blah blah blah, all that, but who wants to do that anyway, right? What I want to talk to you about is prepping as you change through the ages, as you get older. When I started prepping, I was quite a bit younger lady, and I had a lot more strength and fortitude, if you will, to take care of anything that needed to be done. I've been pretty self-sufficient throughout my adult life, and I've done a lot of different things. I've done as far as careers go, I've done a lot of different things that most women don't think about doing. I've been very grateful for my life, that the way I grew up, having a family, very close family around me who would teach me, who was willing to teach me things, even though I was a woman, things that typically, back in that day in the 70s and 80s was only a man's work. I had, my father and my granddad both to, help mold me, help get me out there. And so through their teachings, I've been able to accomplish a lot of things that a lot of women probably would never think about. And because of that experience, I've generally been able to take care of whatever needed to be took care of, like say where I was living, or even, working on automobiles, things like that. And I'm not saying I'm an expert at anything. If anything, I am or have been, an expert at electrical. I would say that, just because, I studied it a lot throughout the years. I've been up on the codes. I've been a licensed electrician. My licenses are retired now, as I just can't do that work every day. But doing that did allow me, having that knowledge, having that, I will say degree. I mean, that honestly, that just helps on paper. Really, even though I have a degree, everything I learned basically was, hands-on, and I'm just that kind of person, I suppose. But anyway, having a lot of different types of life experiences and a lot of different types of knowledge has taught me how to be pretty self-sustaining. But I've come to the point now in my life that I might need help with heavy lifting. I might need help for getting up on the roof and taking care of issues. I might need help with doing the really, really strenuous, heavy jobs, and it's because my body is broken down over time, and I probably did a little bit too much, honestly. But you know, it is what it is. That's how I live my life, and I'm not afraid to ask for help at this point. But while you're prepping and you're going through these different stages in life, don't forget to add things and take away things in your preparations. If there's things that you have that you used to use that you don't use anymore, and this goes for men or women, you know, and you think you can get some value out of it and you need the money, go ahead and sell it. Or if there's things that you can't use anymore, but you think, you know what, that'll come in handy down the road, then hang on to it by all means. But specifically, I wanted to focus on your 72-hour get out of Dodge bag. Now, if you're a person who's pretty well secure that you're going to stay in your own spot, you might not want to spend a whole lot of time thinking about a 72-hour bag. But here's the fact of the matter. No matter where we are, no matter how secure we feel like we are, there always is that very, very slim, slight chance of an emergency that is going to make you leave your domicile. You know, you may live out in the middle of nowhere, and you may be surrounded by trees, and you may think that nobody's ever going to get to you and bother you. But what happens when a forest fire comes through there and you got to get out of Dodge? You know, you need to have that bag ready, but you need to have that bag ready for who you are now in that time and who you are in that time going forward. You know, you don't need to have a bug out bag that's, you know, say 50 to 75 pounds when you've aged 10 to 12 years and now you have a lot of arthritis and you can't carry it. You've got to shrink that bag down. If y'all want me to do a full detailed video on my updated bug out bag, I'll do it. I updated my bag last year, and I think I did a somewhat of a video on that, but I don't think I pulled out every single thing. So that may be something that I do going forward. But it's just some food for thought for today. Make sure you have what you can handle. You know, don't be showy. You know, if you live in an urban area and you know that there's a chance that you may have to get out of Dodge from that urban area, make yourself as gray as possible. Don't have a big showy bag with stuff hanging off of it, and you know, even camouflage is kind of a dead giveaway to what you might be planning for. But you know, if you just have like a regular old lady's bag or whatever, you know, a bag with wheels, one of those little carts that has the wheels on it, might not be a bad idea to carry around in your vehicle. You know, think about what you're going to do going forward. Who knows how much longer we have, but you know, I'm getting ready to turn 51 in 2 days. What if I continue to prep another 10 years and I need to continue to keep that bag updated for when I'm 61 or 71? You got to go through and you got to make those changes. You got to accommodate yourself. So, just a little bit of food for thought this morning. Make sure you stay prepared at all times for anything that's going to come. Much love.